Welcome back to Who Has It Harder. And today, what?
Nothing. It just immediately I know it's gonna be you.
Today we are talking about the cost of going to school versus your expected income once you graduate. So, when I graduate, I want to go into emergency and critical care at the moment. I would love to do a residency in this, but we'll see if I get sick and tired of studying by the time I graduate vet school.
Well, and I right now I think I'm really liking the idea of OBGYN. Um, but I do like the continuity of care of family medicine right now.
Okay, so for this one, we're going to compare it as if we were both going into general practice. So for Anya, that would be like family medicine. And then for me, it would just be like general practice. This is in regards to North America, but I'm pretty sure Australia follows similar pay grades once you become a full practicing doctor. So both of our schools are 4 years. You need an undergraduate degree to get into it. Australia is a little bit different, but for North America, you need to do an undergrad degree and then you can apply and go to medical or vet school, which is 4 years.
Yep.
When I graduate from vet school, if I were to work in GP in North America, the expected amount of money that I can make is probably around $90,000 to $120,000 a year.
So when I graduate school, I'll go into a residency for family medicine. I'll do a 3-year residency. During residency, I'll be making around 60 to 70K, and it goes up a little bit every year. And then once I finish residency, I can be expected kind of to make at least like 300K and beyond
For family medicine.
for family medicine.
So you'll make more than double what I can expect to make as a family doctor?
The majority of GPs will work, 3 to 4 days a week, and they'll make 300K. So like if you were actual like working 5 days a week, you could really quickly escalate that to 500-600K, depending on the area.
As a GP doctor, you're also expected to do surgeries, so spays, neuters, mass removals. The GPs that I've worked at, we also leave a couple slots to fit in emergencies. Okay, so because we're international students, my school cost is around 350,000 Australian dollars. If I were an American citizen and I went to school in the States, I can probably expect to graduate with around 160 to $200,000 in debt.
About the same for me.
Yeah, so when you compare the cost of education versus the income, you can see why there is a big push that vets should be paid more money. Um, but it is a very difficult conversation to have, because obviously we want vet care to be affordable and accessible for pet owners.
And I'm just going to get on my soapbox here. Vet care is not expensive. It's expensive because there's no government funding or whatever for it. So if you look at the cost of a human MRI and the cost of a dog MRI, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So if you don't have pet insurance, you're paying that whole thing out of pocket. It's not the vets who are dictating the prices, it's the industry.
I think explaining that a little better is that vet care is very expensive because we don't have health insurance, like universal health insurance for our pets. But relative to what the industry should and could be charging for things like CT scans or MRIs, it is nowhere close to what human medicine charges. But yeah, I think that's a really big debate for another time. So
Vets aren't price gouging. That's all I'm trying to say.
yes, I would agree. This video is not to talk about how much money doctors make because they do deserve the money they make. It's to talk about the discrepancies between the amount of effort we both have to put in versus the income that we make from it.